Yeah, biscuits and gravy. I remember. I'm trying to remember it fully, but I remember that there was a fight, and it was actually kind of a big fight. We were on our way to Drenna, and as we were on our way to Drenna, we were we spoke. Oh no! Okay, I got it.
You're skipping into
I remember
the session.
Yep, I remember it now. So we stop off in a tavern, and we get our well rested earned hit points back, and we meet some people, musicians, beautiful, amazing musicians, and we go and we talk with them, have a grand time, drink some, and get our money stolen. And Cortana.
It was Dr. Dranzel, dude.
I know.
Dr. Dranzel.
Yeah.
And,
Dr.
they have a bit of a routine when they pull into a town.
Sticky fingers. And Cortanus, out of everyone, was hit on by someone. I believe it was the elf, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And her and Noxus had a conversation of tacos and hot dogs.
But you can't use fucking euphemisms.
which I prepared.
What is
Both
wrong
tacos
with this
and hot
time
dogs.
in that they must use these strange euphemisms for sexual encounters?
And Cordanus just looks at Noxus and goes, "You could have just said, 'Do I like women or men?' It would have been that easy."
Yes.
Thus, having them go on to their next adventure on the way towards Drinna to solve the problem that is going on with the caravans getting to Whitestone. They are stopped by some orcs and I believe some hobgoblins and one really rude person. I can't remember if he's a hobgoblin, but
they were all hobgoblins. There was hobgoblins, bugbears, goblins, and orcs.
And as this ragtag team did not know what they signed up for, they were brutally beaten. And they let one go, a goblin, to go back, or a hobgoblin, I can't remember, to go back.
Little goblin.
It was a little goblin.
The only thing that survived.
Well, a couple of them got away.
They did.
Yeah, 3 of them got away.
I didn't know that. I thought
goblins have an ability called nimble escape. So.
Oh, okay. So we send one specifically back to their commander and say, I don't remember exactly what we said, but to say, "Hey, motherfucker, better watch yourself. Better check yourself before you break yourself."
Cord says this.
Yep.
I believe it's the 3rd commandment of Cord, right? Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
I remember that one.
It's the little known 4th commandment.
Yes.
Right after the other 3.
Exactly. Basically you sent him, you gave the one goblin that Father Fike put to sleep, or not one of them, but the one that survived, that Father Fike put to sleep. You guys basically said, go back to this Grood the Great, this leader of yours, and basically tell them to, give it up. Stop doing this shit, or we're gonna come for you. And let them run off. And that's essentially where we pick up this session, is right after that, and having let the goblin run away in the rain.
As Fike's off brooding.
Mm.
You just threatened him, so he walked away. So
did I lose everybody?
Nope.
Nope.
You're clear.
Okay, cool. Everybody went blank for a minute. I'm like, hello? Where'd everybody go?
But yeah, so we pick things up as you watch Splunk the goblin disappear across the horizon. We'll say you guys having finished a short rest.
Oh, we rested?
Yeah, we'll say you took a short rest after the fight.
Hooray.
That seems like a logical thing to do.
That does
Right?
pretty much nothing for me.
You can roll some hit dice.
Yeah,
You can
I guess.
expend sorcerer points to
That's a good
transvert them into spell slots, or vice versa.
Gosh, yeah, I might actually do the opposite.
Oh no, Cortanus ones.
So Father, you don't feel bad about what we did you? With these people.
Fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Father.
I'm I don't know. I don't. I could have said so many things. We could have done so much more. I shouldn't have said what I said. It got everything started. I got all of them killed. That was my fault.
Listen. They were going to do what they were gonna do. All right. I was trying to fuck with them a little bit to get them to laugh and whatnot, and I saw where it was going. They were gonna do this. Like sometimes you can't save everybody, man. You don't beat yourself up. Like these are bad people. Yes, they can be redeemed, but like, look, like not to call out, Well, actually, maybe a little bit, but they're goblins. They're orcs. Like this is who they are. This is what they do. Like orcs are naturally this way. Like
Not everyone and everything deserves redemption.
Thou art something of an enigma, Father. Thou art about to destroy the goblin.
Cortanus.
Hey there.
Hi. What makes his life more valuable than the pieces of goblin that scatter the plains in front of us?
The action he's doing with his life. The acts that he does and does not take.
Yeah, I mean, you could be, take me for an example. I'm a draconian. Like the acts that I could have done to any Ravenite back in the day, if I'm not making steps to change that, then what good am I to society? If I was still the same way as my forefathers were towards them, then I would deserve the same fate that they do. It's about, like Shango said, what are you doing to change, to be better?
Well, I guess with that logic, killing people is the change. So I don't know. I have a lot to think about. I really do. It's hard. It's hard. Like gnolls were bad, and then we found, and then we like when we had the trolls, we could pass pretty easy, and then we ended up killing them. And then there was the skeletons. They looked like people. And then we killed Blackstaff, and then the whatever his name was, White Mane. Who cares? Yeah. Oh, he's just frustrated.
Yeah.
And then there's goblins, and then certain goblins are deserve to live to deliver a message, but that's their only worth. So once the message is delivered, then they die.
So
Yes,
Noxus will come over to him.
Life is complicated.
Fike, make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's go, first roll of the night.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh shit, I've been talking to you off for like, I don't know how long. I didn't know if you
Oh, I guess you were muted.
See?
Hey, Spike,
Oh,
dude.
In character.
Hold on. So, Fike, can
You
you
roll a
hop in-
3.
yeah, I see that. Can you hop in secrets with me, Fike?
Dum dum duh.
Well, fuck.
So D&D Beyond.
Yeah, D&D Beyond is great.
So I get in and we're already doing secrets.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Father was having a kind of
Existential crisis.
midlife crisis type of crisis. It's like I'm killing
Midlife
people and I don't like it.
crisis.
Does anyone have a bag of holding he can breathe into?
Has he killed an actual
Technically,
person
yes.
He considers all monsters people though, because we've been killing humanoid monsters.
Humanoid.
We haven't killed a monster.
Well, depends on
Well,
your
there
definition
was-
of monster,
well-
monster, right?
There was the
What was the-
specters, maybe, or that.
Yeah, he didn't. No. Wait, specters. When did we
Specters,
kill
banshees.
specters?
Not
talking
were
about
they
the
specters or
ghosts.
banshees?
What
Ghosts.
Yeah, he didn't say those ones. So
Lloronas.
Anyone have any
Segue.
idea why Roll20 sometimes stops showing me the video feed of other people?
Yeah, that happens.
so do you want it to or do you not want it to?
I want to see it, but like I saw folks at the beginning, and then one after another they all dropped off. I assume everyone's camera is still on.
I was using the wrong number. Dang
I
it.
think the only ones with cameras on are Bill and Fike.
In Shango.
I put my camera on, but I don't want everyone else's screen to break.
They're the only two I see.
You're not ugly, Dan.
I feel
Can't be worse than me.
right now.
Why do you feel ugly?
Because I made a really bad investment. It's already dropped. Stupid freaking.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna start at full health because I don't know how much health I took.
I mean, I am one down, so
Okay,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I guess with the short rest, you should also be fine.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he said we
dear.
had a short rest.
That should
Yeah.
be good. That should be good. He rolled a 99.
Yeah, he said we had a short rest, so
He's got
I'm just gonna-
99 problems.
Yeah.
Bitch ain't one.
Saren already ate
Whoa,
one.
whoa.
I think
Oh,
we've
boy.
established that this is not a
Oh
family
man,
thing.
Bill's got the hood going on tonight. This is. I feel legit now.
Wait, he's got a hood? What do you mean he's got a hood?
He's got a hood.
Oh
got a
no.
hoodie
He's got
on.
a legit like
Alright,
DM hood.
so you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are standing. So you guys are standing there across from Father Fike, talking to him, and he's breathing more and more heavily and more heavily. And
You saw that he's got 99
he-
problems.
apparently, yeah.
Quick, don't get him the bag of holding to breathe into.
And
no.
he starts hyperventilating, and then he just falls over unconscious.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
So, Father Fike,
Uh,
you fall to 0 hit points.
I'm gonna
And
use.
you are unconscious.
Does
I'm
anyone got that shocking touch?
I got some healing potions. I mean, hey, hello! And I'll-
Can I cast Spare the Dying on him?
Sure, absolutely.
Sweet. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so you step up, and I believe that's a touch spell, right? You have to be able to touch him.
30
No,
for
it's
her.
not a touch.
Let me.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
go
a
over and
touch.
try to
It's a
see
touch.
if like
Really?
It is a
he got
touch.
hit.
Alright,
It looks like there's poison or anything
weird.
because she doesn't know quite what happened.
Yeah, make a medicine check, Cortanis. But yeah, Erdan, you walk over and just kind of like touch him on
Nope.
the shoulder and grip your holy symbol and say a quiet prayer under your breath, and you watch as the chest starts to rise and fall again, but he is still unconscious. Cortanis, it's hard to tell. You don't really have any training in medicine.
Nope.
And he does have a couple of superficial wounds, it looks like. You didn't take too much damage in the fight, did you, Father?
I took 0 damage.
Yeah. So there's a few like superstitial, or it's not superstitial, but superficial, like scrapes, but nothing on him that looks. Yeah.
So she just
you
looks
don't
very
know.
confused as she's like kneeling down, looking this over, and then looks over to Shango and the others,
Yeah.
and just kind of.
Yeah.
Can
And some
Strolls.
wind, and somebody as Erdan comes stomping up to spare the dying on him, he steps into a puddle rather hard, and some muddy water splashes up into your eye.
Oh.
Wait. Is it
Oh, my
muddy
bad.
water?
You rolled the net one, but my bad.
That's a natural one, so I mean, I had to,
Is the water
Sigh.
clear?
and it like really stings.
Yeah. Quick.
The
Then
water
now you're
clear?
covered in mud.
But
Tis my
anyway,
luck.
but yeah, he's still unconscious, but he is stable. as he just lays there in the rain,
can
in
I
the mud.
can I make an insight check to see if this looks like what I had gone through?
That wouldn't be an insight check. That would be more.
Yeah, insight was the only thing I could think of because I didn't think Arcana would work.
No, yeah, Arcana.
Yeah, Arcana.
If the like your visions, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like, is this something that like I like it like?
I mean, you can make an Arcana check. It's very hard.
Oh,
You have no idea. You have
Can
no
we go
idea.
back in time for a second? Did he
Uh,
do the like girly like his hand hit his head and went and fell to the ground?
no.
He just literally fell.
Passed out?
He just passed out. He started hyperventilating and breathing really heavy, and he had a panic look on his face, and then he just kind of like passed. He just kind of like his eyes rolled back in his head, and he just fell straight back.
Is his head split open?
Hey, it worked.
No, his head is, other than soaking wet and lying in a puddle, is pristine.
I'd like to take out like some cloth and put it out under his head, and do prestidigitation on his like body so he can stay dry.
By the way, Father, you're going to be unconscious for an hour unless you receive magical healing.
Oh no! What did I do?
But you have 1 hit point.
Right, you guys are the ones that can heal, not me.
I'll take out.
I mean, you don't know that.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with him. I don't know that.
Technically, you don't know that. That's meta knowledge, but
I don't know anything.
You can make a medicine check.
I thought he had a heart attack.
Or Dan, you can make a medicine check
All right, let's do that.
if you're trying to determine what's
No,
up,
I cannot.
what's going on. I mean, yeah, you look him over. It's strange. Physically, he's unscathed. Like you were expecting to see like some sort of puncture wound or slash mark on his person to explain like maybe some sort of poison gotten into his system or something. But physically, he is completely fine from an outward appearance.
All right, who's carrying him?
I guess I will. Wait. Yeah.
Wait, do we have a bag of holding?
No! Do not put him in the bag of holding.
You can't fit a person inside the mouth of a bag of holding.
Damn.
And he won't live even if we do.
Yes. I imagine breathing is rather difficult.
Very.
There's
I did
technically,
not know that.
you would know that there's, because you bought it, the guy would have told you, Noxious, there's 10 minutes of air in there for one person.
Did not know that.
Not a long time.
Alright, so are you carrying him, Nox, or am I trying to carry him?
I mean, you can carry him if you want to.
Can we make a makeshift like
Wait.
bed for him and to carry him that way, so two of you can carry him, so it's like teamwork instead of one of you slinging him over his shoulder?
Yeah, let's try that.
That's uncomfortable for someone that just passed out.
Could I forage for some
Berries.
twigs and stuff? Not berries. Branches and use some of the cloth from some of the common clothes that we have to make stuff.
I'm saying your knapsack is like extra.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead? You can make a survival check. Whoever wants to make like a makeshift gurney, essentially, that two people can carry. Shango, you can make a religion check if you'd like to see if you can determine whether or not this is divine intervention.
Time is of the essence.
There we go.
You don't think that there's anything divine about this. You think it's physical. Mental, probably.
Yeah.
Could I get somebody to help?
Some sort of physical. It's probably some sort of physical manifestation brought on by mental stress.
Why the rush we have? Why we want to move on?
So many times.
Well, how many times
Perhaps
did I roll?
we should wait here until
Twice.
he can
Take the 7,
gain
not 20.
consciousness.
Good. Katanas is right. time is not of the essence at this moment.
Maybe we should get him help. We don't exactly know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, you said it.
We should probably get him out of here because it's cold and.
Oddly enough,
right?
oddly enough, you guys are about halfway between Drina and Turst.
Yeah. So several days of travel are required to either town.
Yeah, Bill.
Sorry.
Sayao said he assisted me. I didn't hear it.
Well, then how come he was making his own roll?
He made his own. I don't know, but I rolled the 7. So
I mean,
don't worry
yeah,
about the
it's
20.
not. Like you've got plenty of time to do it.
Okay.
There's not a ton of wood to scavenge around, but over the course of the next 30 minutes, you could throw together some sort of a gurney.
All right. Well, I got it ready, so if we need to.
In 30 minutes, it'll be ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 30 minutes has gone by.
Well, I don't know. There seemed to be more discussion about whether or not it even made sense to leave.
Shango's just going to watch them work because he doesn't see the need to press on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were just attacked out here. We let one go.
We are out in
tell the leader that we're here and we're ready to fight her. So I mean, we should probably leave to not be in that situation.
Got a good point there. I don't want to fight right now, especially with Father Fight down.
Faster than Ravagers on foot, you expect to be with a person unconscious?
Well, would you rather hear and try to defend someone that's unconscious, or try to get out and get him some help and not get attacked? I'm just looking out for his benefit.
Either way, we may get attacked.
I mean, we should probably take him to get some help, but there is a technique that we used to use. It's called get help. With
what?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Katronis looks very confused. I thought that.
Have you guys? Are you guys not up on your Thor Ragnarok quotes?
I am, but Katronis isn't.
That's where I mean. Sorry. I broke character hardcore, but I lost it.
All right, sorry. Fike, I sent you a message.
So you were saying?
Say how you were saying.
Oh, my bad. It's a technique we used to use. It's called get help.
Okay, and how does this technique work?
Silence.
Oh, right. Works well. Okay. Moving on. So, what's the group decision? We can come to a vote here. There are 5 of us.
I agree with Sayao. I think we need to get him up and go.
Yep.
All right.
Tanis waits for Shango.
Is there a vote then happening? It sounds like 2 people are for get him up and go. Does anybody want to say no? I guess not, since no one's saying anything.
That was my first central thought. So,
Fike, would you join me in secrets one more time, please?
So many secrets.
Oh my gosh.
DM secrets.
Guys,
he's got that hood on, man. He's ready to do things. He's got the hood on. I told you.
Fuck shit up.
Guys, D&D
DM
Beyond
hood.
now
It's
sells
very
DM hoods.
Stop it!
Holy fuck.
$39.95.
Fucking hoe bagels, that's
God, these
awesome.
commercials are getting
You
dry.
too can be as cool as our DM and have a hood As
No,
a
no, you
DM,
cannot. You
scare
don't have the
all
beard
your
essentials.
players.
Stop. You're lying to the public.
Now listen, if you want to get,
I'm not listening. Go
you want to
away.
get
How do
the
I skip
core
this
books
commercial?
and
Unskippable.
You
Xanathar's
gotta
guide,
pay
we
to skip
will
all the
throw
commercials. You
in.
gotta put the down payment on.
We will
Exactly.
absolutely
I
throw
You gotta
in
get the legendary
hood.
bundle to
figured
skip
it
the
out.
commercials.
We're gonna throw
I
the
skipped
hood
it,
in
guys.
for free.
Figured it
That's
out.
what I said. I said
He's not in the room,
free.
so I don't hear him anymore.
We are gonna be throwing in the hood for free if you get the core books and
Has this
Xanathar's
turned into-
guide.
I like
Does
how
this
I
turn into
unmuted him and
PBS?
he's like halfway in between his spiel still.
Boy.
Animal.
I'm boosted, I know.
No, you're not boosted.
You gotta go
That's
full
the
on
problem.
Billy Mays if you're gonna add in, but wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's
Yankee
more.
here. But wait, there's more. We're gonna throw in the Dungeons Master Guide for free if you call right now and get those 3 items.
Good,
The
I
Dungeon
need more.
Master's Guide! Holy fuck!
For free.
Those are
I said
expensive.
for free, but you only have 10 minutes. But wait,
Christ on a
there's
cracker!
even more.
No!
No,
I can't
don't be
take it!
more. Just stop.
For
Did you
3
guys see the
installments
link
of
to-
$10.99.
Make it less. Make it less.
For 3 installments of $10.99, we'll throw in the monster manual with Volvo's Guide to
So
Monsters
3 installments. So $33.
for $2.
So, but actually, did you guys see the link that Father Fike posted?
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch
That's
it.
exactly what's
You need to
probably
watch
going to
it.
happen.
Yes. There's a bunch of monkeys rescuing another monkey.
Oh, this is adorable.
This is fine.
No, damn.
Wait till the end. Wait till the end.
Oh, you're such a big monkey. Oh
Yeah, you-
no, monkeys!
Oh,
You forgot the monkey.
The
Oh, he's
monkey's too
fine.
fat.
He gives it back.
All right.
It's adorable.
So Bill, we
Yes.
just did a whole D&D Beyond campaign.
we did-
while you were
we can-
gone.
we can
I'm
move on.
canceling my subscription because of it.
We did nothing. We
Um,
can move on with the game.
You
So
can't
what
skip the ads
is-
unless you pay the legendary bundle.
What is the party doing?
I'm voting for get him out of there. So probably that.
Saya, help me put him on this thing.
Unless Shango disagrees, Katanis is fine with it.
Yeah. I'm
Help.
rather indifferent I am in this matter.
So
Indifferent,
All right.
but beat by the vote. Democracy.
Democracy. There it is. All right. So you guys load Father Fike's unconscious body onto this makeshift, gurney. That's the word. As it was. Who's at the front and who's at the back? It takes 2 people.
I'll be at the head. All
right. So you're in the front, and Sayao, you're carrying
I'm-
from
I'm-
the back.
I'm at Father Fike's head, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. And so who's carrying the other end? Is what I'm
So
saying.
Saya would.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's
Say
the
I'll
other
give
half
him the
of this
other
horse?
Okay, exactly. All right. So you guys load him onto the gurney. You head and you start heading back out onto the road. Heading south, southeast, continuing on towards Drina. The rain continues to fall. The puddles begin to accumulate on the muddy road. And about 30 minutes into your walking after this fight, probably putting you around mid-afternoon, like 3:30-ish, give or take. The gurney snaps. Fike, you fall flat on your back, but you come to consciousness. His eyes flutter a little bit, and
Thou art
he
awake.
speaks.
Guys,
That's
he's
all we
awake.
had to do.
He's
I
awake.
woke him up.
Hey, how you feeling?
Should have done that earlier.
I feel like I've been mauled by an owl bear. Oh god.
Oh, that's not good.
Luckily,
This
there
is-
were no owlbears.
This is
It was
This
bugbears.
this is
No
the
owl bear.
worst than my worst night of drinking.
Good.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god.
Good. Cure wounds. I'm at a 3rd level.
Okay. Roll
Thank you.
cure wounds.
Dog, can you please stop killing the chipmunk for real?
Oh,
Oh. So you get 17 points of healing, Fike.
Thank you.
So
Sit
that
down.
would put
Thou
you at
know what happened to thee.
18 hit points.
Did Sometimes I get kind of worked up, and I black out for.
'Tis most worrisome for a
Uh,
life on the road, father.
A more regular occurrence?
I mean, it's happened 2 or 3 times before, but nothing. How long was I out?
An hour.
Oh, it's nothing. I was out for like 2 days once. I was heavily drinking the night before, but it's
That doth not seem better.
You weren't
Yeah.
drinking this time, mate.
And yet you procured substances from the turf fields.
technically Nox procured the substances. I procured tobacco.
I mean,
Which,
can we do anything?
by the way, where's my pipe?
Do you think you need more of that, or maybe less?
It's just tobacco. I don't understand.
It's right wherever you would have kept it, Fike.
All right, cool. I'm gonna scoop it out of my pack and take my samurai symbol and just scrape it out a little bit. Just get some of the, give it a good tap, repack it with some tobacco, regular tobacco,
Mm-hmm.
and inhale deeply. Just,
Yeah, it really kind of helps to
yeah.
calm your nerves a bit, and it's really quite good tobacco.
I take
It's-
it you're fit to carry yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Art
I
thou
hope
going
so.
to
Our
be
guinea
alright?
broke.
I'm just a very passionate person, and sometimes my passion gets in front of my breath, which is what happened. My
As
apologies
I have
for the
said,
scare.
art thou going to be alright going forward in all this?
Like I'm like some faint. It might happen again. It might not. It's an occurrence. It's
Well, all that matters is you're fine now. Let's move on.
Can I make
Get
an
to where
insight
we're
check?
going.
This is something we should have known, so that we can prepare for it in the future.
What
I'm gonna have
matters is that he is fine in dire situations.
I mean, that hasn't happened in like 4 years. I thought I was over it. I mean, it happened to me like once as a kid, once another time, once another time after that, and then now. So
From what it sounds like is when he takes drugs, he passes out. Let's just keep away from those, and it shouldn't occur again.
all right, fine. Here, and I'll reach and I'll grab the suit and I'll give it to Erden. There you go.
I don't want this.
Could I make an insight check to see if Father Flake is lying?
Sure, make an insight check.
Okay, here's what to do.
Ooh, he knows everything.
Father Fike?
What exactly? What was the exact question?
It's a natural 20. He wants
You
to know
have
if
to
you were
tell him
being
everything.
honest about your episodes.
Passing on.
Yes, that's accurate. It's happened a few times.
Well,
And
no, I mean, I was looking to see if you're telling the truth that you're all right. Like,
Oh.
you're,
Okay.
no,
Well,
from
it's a natural 20, so you get both.
yeah, from Fike's knowledge, he believes that he is all right. He believes that this is just he had a fainting spell.
Oh, that's
Things happen.
unfortunate. Yeah, for his knowledge, that's true. Dang.
I see what you did there,
Played.
Fike.
Well played.
Asshole.
DM's knowledge is way different than mine.
Exactly.
I must
Well
simply
played.
be cautious that thy crises of conscience doth not interfere with my lord's work or his safety.
Nox, you can join me in secrets real quick.
So many secrets.
All the secrets everywhere.
And you get a secret, and you get a secret. Everybody gets a secret.
Oh. Guess it's
I
time
don't
to
want
go
a
for my
secret.
daily.
Secrets freak me out, man.
All right. So, did anyone see the gurney monkeys that I posted?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is life.
Yes. It was adorable.
I'm just like, this is definitely what's gonna happen, and it's like, yep, and you leave them there.
And boom. It was close.
So wait, did you pick up the piece of the gurney that broke and hand it to the man? I really hope so. I'm gonna envision that's what happened because that was adorable.
Red.
More secrets.
Secrets.
All the secrets. Secrets everywhere.
Secrets.
Moisture is the essence of what?
Seacrest.
Zombo.com.
Oh no.
Oh, a wild puppers appears. What does a wild puppers want?
Smokey, stop it.
All right, sorry about that. A lot of secrets tonight.
So many secrets.
All the secrets.
All the secrets.
All right, guys, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Meteor storm. No, I'm kidding.
That is not a good secret.
It's a terrible secret.
For all you know, that's what he told me.
That's rude. You're a rude person.
But anyway, yes.
Secret love eyes.
Whoa.
That's where we are.
I'm scared now. I don't want secrets, man.
As you guys continue down the road, you continue talking. I'm assuming you're walking and talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I walk and sing? A sea
can
shanty.
Certainly, if you'd like to.
We will stop you from.
Woo!
You can do whatever you'd like. Well, you can certainly try. Anyway,
You have to actually
Are
sing
Are you
it.
saying I
Dan.
have to roll a performance? Because I'll do it.
No, you
yeah,
have to
roll
actually
performance.
Sing it. You gotta actually sing it, Dan.
And well, if you actually sing it, then I'll give you advantage. But
I'm not actually singing it.
No.
21.
Whoa.
I can't think
It's
of one right
actually quite catchy.
Woo!
And Fike,
Holloway
you
Joe.
find yourself tapping your toe a little bit as you're walking. You all begin to kind of like soldiers doing their little cadences. You all kind of start walking to the beat of the sea shanty. As you continue
That's a
on down the
Caston
road.
shanty. Got it.
And Shango is giving Ardan a curious look to like, what are you doing?
Noxus joins in and sings with him.
Yeah, it's one you are aware of. It's a common one, Noxus.
Thomas looks a little bit confused by that. Are there practices? It's not good rehearsal.
No, this
that
is
I
for
am aware of.
camaraderie, Cortanus.
Good way to pass the time.
That too.
Hmm.
But this is a team building exercise. Sing with us.
Team building?
I seem like Shango and Cortana just like slowly look at each other, like really confused.
How we build the team by singing?
Yes, it builds morale.
Okay.
And your vocal cords.
I
That
doth
too.
not believe any morale would be caused by my voice.
Have you ever tried it?
Well, you've been listening to my voice for the last 20 minutes, so you'll be fine.
I am unsure.
Well, you can join in if you'd like. And I'll continue singing with Erdan.
Okay.
You can try, but you
So
really don't want her to.
Oh
so
no,
you
yes
guys,
he does.
you guys continue on the road. Some of you joining in on the sea shanty, others
Nope.
just enjoying a listen.
She doesn't know
Cortanus,
all the words. She just mumbles through it like watermelon in a bad key.
yeah, Cortanus, you come in super boisterous and hard, but realize that you're messing the words up,
And immediately shut the fuck up.
and immediately come down to like they're just kind of like humming along. You're like the kid in the choir who's like moving his mouth and not really
Yep.
You got
singing.
you got the solar for 3 seconds. We all stared at you and you stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
No.
just immediately shrinks into herself and just shuts up.
Noxus comes over and he hits her on the back and like, yeah, that's what you gotta do, yeah! He gets all excited that she actually did it.
Why are you striking people?
Wait, you don't give people like pats on the back?
That was not a pat on the back. She just coughed, mate. Like, what are you doing?
She was drinking out of her
May have
canteen.
been from attempting to sing. Just like shakes her head.
Brother, stop killing the chipmunk, please.
Here, loser. Wait,
You do what you want.
now.
Don't growl at me.
However, as you continue on down the road, the rain eventually does subside.
Well, that was abrupt.
For a while. Right as you guys start bedding down for the night to find a campsite, as you probably only got another day or two of walking until you get to Drina.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Why don't you take it away from him? I don't know.
I have been trying to for the past half an hour. He won't let go.
You should have seen him with the tree.
He literally hung from the tree.
It was awesome.
So, you guys, as the sun finally disappears behind the horizon, you guys have finished getting your tents out and set up, and the campfire going. As you all settle in for your nightly routine of food rations around the campfire.
Delicious rations.
Delicious dried food rations.
Yum, 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 yum.
Dry berries.
Take it away is
Best.
gone.
This is like a wooded, foresty area, right?
Not really. Actually, it's a pretty open, hilly grassland. You just happen to, every once in a while, there's a cluster of trees and stuff. And you can see that's where you've seen traces of other camps having been set up. So it's also a little bit more protection from the rain sometimes. You can if you can find a cluster of trees to camp under.
Alright, never mind then. I was gonna go foraging, but I don't think there's gonna be anything.
Well, I mean, you can always there's stuff to forage in the grass just because you're not in the.
Yeah, like some fresh berries or something along those lines.
Make a survival check.
Whatever grows this time of year.
13. It takes you the better part of an hour, but eventually you find a rather large blueberry bush that looks like it's ripened enough for picking.
Oh, like pick a couple handsful, whatever it gives, to bring it back to the camp.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Shango returns with some delicious-looking blueberries.
Wait, those
Berries.
are purple. Those aren't blue.
Berries for the companions. No need to question the name.
Okay.
You can give my thank you, but you can give my portion to whoever carried me for an hour. Only seems fitting.
Thou mayest wish to regain thy strength in any way possible, Father.
I got
Father. Eat.
I have hardtack and whatever these nuts are that are odd shaped.
You really think those are? Take it from somebody who's eaten hardtack for a long time.
I walked from Imon to Whitestone. Hardtack and me are good friends. Don't worry about me.
It's lambus bread.
Lambus bread. Breakfast.
You all find yourselves to a full night's rest. Throughout the night, you each taking your turns on your shift. However, Noxus,
Oh no!
could you join me in secrets?
Secrets!
Not again!
More secrets!
So many
It's a
fucking
night of
secrets.
secrets, isn't it?
It really is.
Whispers! Whispers!
Why can't you tell
Whisper,
people
whisper,
things?
whisper.
Whispers! Whispers!
Why must you hide everything from us? Why?
Why can't you let me know things?
I want to know stuff.
The cry.
Why?
Why do you do this?
Why must you always hide your feelings.
I have D&D anxiety now.
D&D Beyond was my friend, but it does not talk to me.
Oh my god.
God, okay, I'm taking this moment to get some caffeine, even though I really don't need it.
So I had this bit. I was for Cartanis where I was gonna go out, get hot dogs, make tacos, and then present tacos and hot dogs to Cartanis IRL, but it did not happen because I had to get home and shower before work ended. So I only had time to make tacos. So the bit was ruined.
At least you can present the tacos and see how excited she is.
I can't see. I see her picture. I don't see anything.
Wait, what?
That's fair.
You could do it over the campfire, and just all of us are like watching intently to see what happens.
I don't have my camera on just because I washed my hair, so it's kind of like a... to be fair, I guess it would work because wet rat and all this rain that we've been walking through.
You only need to turn it on for like 5 minutes to see the reaction to him presenting the tacos and hot dogs.
I ate the tacos. It was supposed to be,
I already saw them.
It was the bit at the beginning.
Yeah, it's ruined. It's ruined now. You can't take it back. You can't take it back. Ruined.
No,
my bad.
Kick over my sand cat. Tell me I'm
Sorry.
bad. It's alright.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter to me.
So is Nox gonna go up in flames? Should we take bets on if Nox is gonna go up in flames?
Get more brimstone.
Yeah.
We need to keep
okay, I
a
got
bucket
spare
around. Just
battery.
like throw it on him.
The only one that has prestidigitation is him, so he's screwed.
Fuck.
I'm really thinking of taking a magic initiative.
Wait. Wait, who gets create water? Don't clerics get create water?
Ooh.
Create food and water.
Yeah,
There you go,
I think they have
dunk him.
food and water.
Yeah.
Do not
I think
have that.
I get command. I just want to stop someone. Just go stop. Knock it off.
Hammer time.
Cut it out.
Oh yeah, that should be your command. Hammer time.
It's got to be one word.
Whoa.
Hammer time is one word.
Yeah,
Hammer time is
it's
two
hyphenated.
words.
No, it's all one word.
Hyphenated. One word.
I'm gonna Google it.
It's obviously hammer time.
Nope, it's 2 words. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna say it's hyphenated, right? It's
It's not
hammer
hyphenated.
time. I am
best would be-
Oh
hyphenated.
yeah,
one
this
word.
one is hyphenated. Urban Dictionary has it hyphenated.
There you go.
Urban Dictionary has it hyphenated.
There you go.
Everywhere else does not.
I don't want to know what it stands for in Urban Dictionary, but there you go.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary has it hyphenated. That's about it. The
I'm
song
gonna be like,
title
what
is
the
not
fuck are you
hyphenated.
guys talking about? And like, yeah, that's what we want to know, secrets.
It only works
Yeah,
if me and Sayo have the same initiative. I just go stop. Sayo just goes. I hit him 3 times. Push, push, push.
Hammer time. Oh, please do that. Like if he comes right after you, so
Yes.
you can
please.
just hold your action. Hold your action to cast
Hold your
command.
action for the love of God. Just hold your action. It's worth the loss. Stop. Hammer time.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I would truffle shuffle, but I don't want to get your stream up.
I'm just glad that everyone is old enough to understand that reference. There's so many youngins.
Why does if they don't understand shuffle, well, too young for you.
Hammer time is timeless.
You'd think.
I pity the fool who doesn't know hammer time.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I'm amazed at the gap between our generations sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say
Welcome back.
that
More secrets? I know you are.
no, it's not more secrets. But Cortanus, you are the one.
What?
Noxus for his. You're the one who wakes Noxus for his shift
Mhm.
on watch, and he seems to he kind of like starts as you wake him.
Whoa.
Aren't thou having issues again? Noxus?
Maybe. I don't know yet.
Thou mayest need to elaborate.
Issues?
You're not awake.
Okay.
Just another weird dream.
Mayest ask what about?
This time I saw wings. And a tornado made a fire. Everything else was the same. But the wings were in the fire tornado, and it said that I was righteous and people would follow me.
The winged fire tornado said this.
Yeah, and they were like leathery wings, like not like fire wings, like they were actual living creature wings.
Draconic or a bat?
I don't know. I just remember them being leathery and like an actual organic being. And it was angry that we let them go.
The goblin?
Yeah. It wasn't happy that we let it go.
Just kind of frowns at that. I must follow my lord's orders, but I did not think they were wrong. So whatever this winged fire tornado is, perhaps it doth not know all of the answers and what is to be right or wrong.
All right. You go to take the final watch, Noxus, with time to think about your vision as Cortanis, you go and get a little bit of sleep less. You all wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. Some a little bit more refreshed than others. Others having, a bit more of a restless sleep. But you take to the road again.
Blueberries,
Sorry?
Leftover blueberries, anyone?
Noxus is kind of just staring off into the distance as he walks, kind of like that. I don't know if I really want to talk to anybody right now.
Noxus is at least going to take some of those blueberries. Thank thee, my lord. And then she'll pass a couple over to Noxus just without saying anything.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys march for another couple of days. And about a couple hours into the third day, you all see on the horizon.
Can I real quick at some point during those days, maybe small thing, I don't know. At some point during those days, I just want to check out the new charm that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the old court symbol.
Yeah.
And ask Kotanas, you've seen this before? You recognize the charm I got in Church Fields?
Of course, 'tis the Stormlords.
It is a rather antique depiction of it.
Not to you, it's not.
'Tis an odd thing to hear that. What doth the symbol look like now?
I need to remind myself as the player. It's the hammer. Damn it, where's my thingy? Yeah, describe the way it looks like with the shield or lightning bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I pull up another charm. I would have a charm that looks very close to it.
Yeah. It's a large circular shield, and there's two essentially like X-crossed lightning bolts going through it. Is the more modern symbol. The previous symbol was was more of like a circular, circular, like a star almost coming out from the center. Spears and hammers, I believe, coming out from a central point.
It is picked up from Vasselheim. Maybe yet another sign that our travels should eventually lead us across the Osmid Sea.
I'm trying to remember if she knew if anyone told her about Vasselheim. Like, would that be part of Guardians?
Vasselheim.
We talked.
No, Vasselheim was around.
Yeah,
Oh.
and we talked.
Yeah.
I think Kotanas and Shango talked before about Vasselheim and there being like library sanctuary kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
With lots
Essentially, yeah. So the way the history goes is that there's the different ages, and each time civilization grew out from Vasselheim. So after, so Vasselheim would have even been during the Age of Arcanum the oldest, biggest city in Exandria.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, proceed.
So it was also from Vasselheim. A sign it could be to travel across the Osmid Sea one day.
I can't admit it would be quite interesting to see Vasselheim. 'Tis a place that I doth know, if no others. I can only imagine what it may look like. I doth not remember if I ever went, but to be someplace familiar.
We shall take it into our journey.
Of course.
As you guys finish that conversation, you look up as you come over the horizon, and in the distance, you see the lakeside village of Drina. Along the shore of the Morin Lake rests the sleepy lakeside town of Drina. The community thrives on the bountiful wildlife around the lake and is responsible for most of eastern Tal'Dore's freshwater fish supply. The social guidance of the city revolves around what's called the Sunrise Lodge, or simply the Lodge, a membership of community leaders who will meet and vote on important delegations and law-oriented decisions. The law enforcement is largely volunteer-run and internally policed both by senior enforcers and the Lodge. As you come down into the city, there is a verdant city. There is all sorts of ivy that grows up the sandstone buildings. The cobblestone streets are well maintained. As you come into the city, you can see many a human, but not a small amount either of the smaller folk, both gnomes and halflings, and even a few elves here and there. As you come down into the city, many you can see down at the dock fish out of or what would have probably be hauling fish out of fishing boats. But all of the fishing boats seem to be, for it being this early in the morning, are all sitting at the docks, and there doesn't appear to be any activity down there. As you come down in through the main entrance of the town, you can see people coming out of their houses, cleaning out trash. There's and fairly centrally located. There is a rather large, the biggest building that you've seen so far in town. It has 3 floors. Woohoo! Indeed. And it looks very much like an old Mediterranean like courthouse building, which is probably the Sunrise Lodge. As you can see on the very front of it, there is a rather large, what looks like half of a sun coming up over a horizon, like a sunrise. A bit of a play off of Palor's holy symbol. It's not his holy symbol, but it's a play off of it. What would you like to do?
Out of character, I'm just going to state for the record one more time. I fucking hate this town.
Just got here.
Quick.
It's fine.
You have.
Everything is fine.
He's
Tossing a look around, tis quite quaint, in a way.
It is rather quaint. That is a perfect way to describe it. Thank you.
I assume the lodge is where we're going to find the cargo master or the trades master, whatever they have, a dignitary. Shango, Noxus, if I could borrow you for a moment.
Yeah.
Of course.
No offense, but... And I'm just going to take him off like 2 or 3 feet.
Katana just follows Shango.
Is it
More secrets.
is this secrets worthy?
No, it's not secrets worthy.
Oh man, you all wanted secrets tonight.
I need chat to be listening to something besides us.
By the way, what was the 4D10?
What chat?
Oh, that was a hit dice. I rolled 1 too many, so I took the 7 off.
Why wouldn't you take the 1 off since it was
because it's spicier if I take the 7 off.
Didn't
I have 2 more I could have rolled.
Spicy.
I'm a spicy boy. All right. Anyway. All right. So this is a purely diplomatic, and Shango, your words are usually quite intellectual, and you do have a good amount of insight into how we get things done. And Noxus, minus the crass way that you speak, you are quite the charismatic dragon. So,
Thank you.
I think between the 3 of us, we could easily button this up and get the hell out of this town and back to Whitestone, where Shango's going to do his thing with his grand. I don't know, his whatever. Your assistant, you're going to meet an assistant?
The realm seer's assistant, yes.
Okay.
Of the
Object.
philosophical.
Yeah. So,
Formerly of the Arcana Philosophical.
I think the best thing to do is, let's knock this out, huh? So, let's agree to work together, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
I appreciate in your confidence in my ability.
Yeah, mine as well.
Well, Noxus, just don't, You know how usually people, when thinking, they say, you say shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just try to avoid that.
Okay, so don't swear.
Yeah, don't talk like a sailor.
Fuck, that's gonna be hard. Oh shit! Damn it! Fuck! No! Damn it!
See,
It's gonna be a
He
lot
is
harder
a
than I
sailor.
thought.
I mean,
I know. This is why I'm trying to.
however, this is a town full of sailors, so
He shall be right at home with all the other Fishermen.
Exactly.
Fishermen and
Already
diplomats.
smells of fish.
It does smell of fish, but a delicious, like cooking fish.
All right, let's get this done.
Button it up.
Yep.
All right.
Button it up.
So what are we doing?
I don't
think-
know.
I don't know. I'm looking at
them.
them. I'm looking at them talking to each other. So, waiting.
All right. I think we should go to the lodge and try to figure out where we go next. But I assume everybody at the lodge is gonna. Excuse me.
The
Is
local
this
trade master.
did you come back or?
Yeah,
Hmm?
we came back.
Yeah, we came back. We're only like 3 feet away. It was just It's
Mhm.
just specifically so we weren't blocking the road.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
The trade master is who we seek.
Cargo master, trade master, master of commerce. It could be a bunch of titles. That's why I'm trying to. Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna rummage in my bag real quick, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull out my signet. And I'm just gonna slip that on real quick.
okay.
Hey, I got a question for the DM.
Yes.
Being a draconian, would my family have one of?
You probably would have.
I probably lost it in the fall.
Well, you lost more than that. Like you're not titled anymore.
I know. I'm just saying, would I have a ring? And
Um,
fake it till I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Roll D100.
Oh, hang on. Gotta turn it on. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see the dice roller. Okay, I need a D 100. And away we go. An 11.
Yeah. Your mom was able to save one.
Oh, shit.
Hers. You hadn't gotten yours yet. You weren't old enough.
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
she has hers. She didn't wear it on her finger anymore. She wore it on a chain around her neck.
Oh, okay.
Pricing that
But my
Cortana to
mom,
be very
but it's on my
curious at
mom.
Pike.
Okay.
The art of the nobility, father.
I mean, we all have secrets, right?
Apparently.
Perhaps.
That we
No, she
do.
has one too. It's on her finger.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's got hers. I wasn't old enough to get one yet.
Well, it's more of we're putting on a show. Everything's going to be, if these are diplomats, like I think the diplomats, everything's going to be very posh.
Yeah,
Fancy.
trust me, I know what that's like.
All right, so we're gonna, go in, make nice. I mean, Shango. Yeah. I don't know, Shango. What is Cortanus' proper title, so I do not offend her?
Why not ask herself?
Yeah, Cross just slowly lifts a brow, looking at him.
It's like I'm right here.
She's standing. I can point over
No,
like
I
two,
understand
2 feet
you're right
she's away.
here.
I think you've already offended him, mate.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I
Cortanus,
consider
have-
her my loyal guardian.
guardian. Okay, fine.
That's what
See,
I
I would have called her a ward. See, I don't want to offend anybody. You see, this is
Father, it's okay.
I'm
Calm
breathing.
down.
I'm breathing. I'm breathing.
Just
It's fine.
breathe. You're all
Let's get this
good.
done. All right, let's get this done. Let's have a good time, and everybody have a good time. We all
right.
said at the same time.
As
Father,
you
we are having a good time. You're the one who's not having a good time.
as you guys walk up towards the steps of the Sunrise Lodge, it's a 3-story Mediterranean-style building, very much like the ones that you see pictured on the screen, with that sort of like poured sandstone, with the wooden framework, and the arched doors, and the shuttered windows, the wooden shuttered windows. As you come walking up, there is a small gathering of 3 individuals It seems as they're standing in like in a small circle talking, as there are a smattering of people around on the street going about their daily businesses. But as you come up, you can see, excuse me, you see the first thing you see is a human male in his mid 40s, probably balding on the top of his head, white stringy or not white frizzy hair, with a big bushy beard, and a jovial round face, with a big round belly. And his left leg, from the knee down, is actually a wooden peg. And he has a wooden cane that he leans on that side as well. There's standing there with him that he's conversing with, there's also a very young looking gnome female, with golden blonde hair, tied up in two tight fun buns, with a young, very shy kind of expression on her face, with spectacles. And there's also the second gnome female, much older, kind of crooked, leaning forward, stringy gray hair, with a weather-beaten, wrinkled, leathery face, but with kind, warm eyes and an inviting smile. As they are all kind of standing there, conversing back and forth. At a certain point, the human kind of speaks up a little bit louder and leans down closer to the older female gnome.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize either of those individuals? Any of them?
You do not.
Do I?
I don't think so. None of you have been to Drina before, right?
Okay. I don't. I've never been to Taldore, so
I obviously recognize all of them.
Yes. Obviously, Cortanus, you know who all of these people are.
Remember the old female gnome as a baby.
Hey, stop barking.
But yeah.
As I woke up, I call out, "Greetings, fellow companions. The trade master is who we seek."
So the rotund human male, with the big bushy beard, kind of turns, leaning on his cane, and says, "The trade master? There's no trade master here."
Master of Commerce, or whoever's in charge of distributing
Who
goods
oversees?
to Whitestone and the Trust Fields is who we seek.
Well, I mean,
Indeed.
that would probably be the members of the lodge. We collectively oversee such things, but Renston Wool is the head of the lodge.
Where would we find this Renston Wool?
Oh, he's inside, but as per usual, is preoccupied with other things, so can't for the moment be bothered to see to the people's business.
When could he be bothered to see to the starving people's business?
That I'm sure I don't know.
Who would know?
I was curious about this guy, if he's being honest.
So what are you trying to determine, Cortanus?
Whether he's being honest with Shango. About whether this guy is actually, like, busy or if he's just making excuses to get us to go away.
No, he appears to be being genuine in his critiques of this Renston Wool character.
Alright.
But he says, perhaps there's something that we could help you with. My name is Hugh Hartman. I'm a member of the lodge. This delightful little ray of sunshine here is Ella, and she indicates her female gnome with the blonde hair, and this this delightful companion of ours, also a member of the lodge. The longest serving member on the lodge is Renala Witherthin. And Ella Hanali, I should have said, and they both kind of nod, and Renala says, "Yes, well, you must understand, Renston. You have to give him time. He's been through such a hard go of it these last few months, and with the loss of his brother, he needs some time to reacclimate himself, and he's taken on all these extra responsibilities of looking after Lasana."
How did he lose his brother?
Terrible tragedy. Just came down ill, and shortly after was unable to be helped and passed in his sleep. But thank Paylor, he was able to go in his sleep.
Can we discuss business inside? I mean, the matter is urgent, and we are speaking in the common grounds. Do you mind if we step inside and just talk business?
Yeah, at this point, Ella speaks. Yes, of course. We should probably take things inside. And I don't know, Renala. It's the best idea to, be speaking about Renston's personal business out on the middle of the steps of the lodge. So perhaps we should go in, and she ushers all of you towards the door and inside. She leads you in past a large, almost amphitheater-like town hall meeting hall, with almost like a stadium downward benched seating, and at the bottom center area, a semicircular table made of carved wood, with nautical themes carved into it. Probably where bigger town events that involve the lodge happen. But she leads you off to the right to a set of double doors that have fine brass, ornately carved knobs on them. As she opens them up and leads you into what appears to be a small, almost like conference room with a fairly long table with about 8 chairs around it. And Ella says, "Please make yourselves comfortable." There's different sized chairs for, as you can probably tell, different sized people. But Renala makes her way over to a gnome chair as well as Ella, and they find a seat. And Hugh slowly, moving with his crutch to another chair, finds with like a like a release of, he kind of plops down into his chair, kicking his peg leg out, and he starts to kind of like rub his knee a little bit.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
He says, "No, lost it in some rigging."
Is the preoccupation of the overseer?
I was a fisherman before I took a seat on the lodge.
I've seen that happen to a few sailors.
It's not pretty, but
it's not. It's messy business, mate.
We had a talented surgeon in town at the time, so.
All right. So if we can get down to business, if that's okay with everyone. Pleasantries first, of course. I am Father Vander Fyke. I am here on behalf of Father Jacob of the Temple of Senray and Whitestone and the people of the Toast Fields. I will let my companions also introduce themselves.
With a slight bow, I am Shango of the Ashari, in assistance of Father Fike on the seek to re-establish the routes to Whitestone.
At this point, you can hear Ella speak up. She says, "Well, we have been getting the messages from Father Jacob. We have the problem is not us that we don't want to provide the fish that they expect, but the problem comes from us being able to procure the fish. You see."
As in
The lake has been
dying?
No, it's not that. It's like every,
Procuring-
she looks visibly frustrated. I've been performing every test I can possibly think of, pH levels, all sorts of things, but the water appears to be healthy as she kind of pushes her bifocals further up onto her nose. Renala says,
Could you clarify the matter at hand? Are the fish? Do you not catch the amount of seafood as in past times? Or
it's
do the fish?
Renala. Yeah, Renala pipes up and says, "It's not even less. We're not catching anything."
Do you know of the situation? How maybe we could help? In
Toss
this
is really
situation,
confused
or
after
is it-
smelling so much like fish cooking.
It's just it's seeped into the walls
Okay.
of the buildings at this point.
The walls just smell like fried fish.
Yes. She says, "It's the strangest thing. One day, the fishermen went out to check their traps and brought in a full haul as they usually do, and the next day they went out to check their traps again, the newly designed traps that were going to help us expand our fishing, and there were just not a single fish in any of them."
Did you try the old traps?
Are you exclusively using the new traps?
Well, of course.
Did you
Right.
switch back to the old traps and try
Ella
those?
Ella pipes up and says, "Well, it's not the traps that I designed. I can tell you that right now. We've been using them for years at this point, and they're vastly superior to the ones we previously had."
Your companion previously stated that you started using the new traps recently.
No, she just said,
No, she just said years.
Out of character, didn't Renala just say they were catching fine and then they switched traps?
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what I
they
heard.
Didn't catch anymore?
No. She said
No.
they. No. She said,
Oh, sorry, I misheard then.
yeah. No, sorry.
Carry on. My bad.
It kind of sounded like that, but then he explained it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But she says, yeah, that trap design is what got me my seat on the lodge. Ella says, and she looks for a gnome. She's probably in her 40s, which would probably be equivalent to early 20s for a human. And she's very fresh faced and young, but you can see. Probably the way she carries herself, she's quite intelligent.
She's gnome Shuri.
Yeah. But she says the traps have been giving us better yields for years now. It was one of the first things I looked into, and I ruled them out.
Have you looked into theft?
It's not that there's theft. There's no fish in the traps when they go pull them up.
Have
The
you
fish in the
been
lake.
Have you been?
Have you been talking with any of the fishermen and listening to what their tales have been saying? Like, there's something in the water.
Well, there's always fishermen always have tails. Ella says, and Hugh pipes up at this. They're not all just tails, little girl. I know just because you can't measure it with all your fancy doodads doesn't mean that they're not these. I was out there, okay? There's all sorts of strange things in the mists.
I've seen some
Morin
shit.
Lake.
Which would be one of them that might cause this?
I'll look at it's Ella. Her name's
I'll
Ella.
tell you who it is. It's the Moon Mistress. And at this point, you watch as Renala and Ella both have huge eye rolls on their face. Probably you get the sense they've probably heard this, blame being tossed at this character,
Are
the
we
Moon
familiar?
Mistress.
Are you familiar with the Moon Mistress?
I don't know. Make a history check, I guess we would call it.
Bob.
19. It's pretty good. You having been from this area a little bit, one of the times that Keyleth took you out into the world on one of her trips, you ran into some sailors from Drinna down in Stillben. And they told you some old wives' tales about this Moon Mistress. It was hard to remember a lot of it, and a lot of it was you're not sure if it was, fishermen's tales or what. But basically, the way they explained it is that they were from Drinna, where there's the huge Morin Lake, and in the center of Morin Lake there was a island, and that is where the Moon Mistress lives. The Moon Mistress is a servant of blanking on the name all of a sudden. Is a servant. The Moon Mistress is a servant of the Moon Weaver, they say, and she likes to cause mischief. But she is a beautiful maiden that comes out at night in service of the Moon Mistress to cause mischief on the lake.
Have you kept in balance with your homelands?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Have you kept in balance with your homelands?
Of course. This lake is what keeps this community thriving. Why would we do anything to harm it?
I'm
You
gonna
keep the
ask-
lake thriving?
It's this Moon Mistress. Someone must have angered her.
What would cause her to be angry to stop the fish from flowing?
Yes, 'tis much more
And
than mischief.
how could we stop it?
How does one
Who
repel?
can predict who can predict the moods and whims of a trickster goddess's manifestation on this
Fair
plane?
enough. So how would we stop it?
Followers of said trickster gods?
I'm sorry?
Followers of said trickster gods?
I don't know anyone who follows the Moon Mistress, do you?
You are speaking of her.
But, I mean, there's a difference between knowing of a deity and following them.
Fair point.
Who is it you follow?
But this is. But Ella pipes in and says, "This is, I mean, all due respect, Hugh. I just don't know that the Moon Mistress is where we should be focusing our investigation.
What did you
Okay.
say we should focus our investigation then?
I don't know, on perhaps something that's actually real." She kind of says
Okay.
under her breath to you.
Okay, Ella.
What's real
Listen,
then?
Do you
You
even
haven't
Right,
come up with
what's-
any.
A god's avatar not be real.
At this point, the doors swing open, and in walks a human male in his late 40s, early 50s, with graying hair, a weathered but handsome face. And he walks in and says, "Well, I was unaware that we would be entertaining representatives. My name is Renston Wool. I'm the head of the Sunrise Lodge here in Drina. How may I be of assistance?
Greetings, Renston.
Great, Mr. Wall.
This here, as he points to his left, downwards to a small halfling female in her late 30s with a rusty red-brown pixie cut and a stern kind of business-first look on her face. This here is a final member of the lodge and my second in command, Ariana Smoothhands. She helps me see to the day-to-day. Again, how may I be of assistance?
We are seeking to re-establish the agreed-upon shipments to Whitestone.
Ah, so you are representatives from Whitestone, you say?
Yes, we come on behalf of Father Jacob of the Temple of Sarenrae and the Toast Fields due to the fact that they are also not getting their shipments, and we would like to remedy that. And we are being informed about a possible trickster amongst us that have been diverting your fish from the lake.
What's some other problem?
He kind of looks over at Ella, and Ella says, "Yes, Renson. Well, you see, Hugh, Moon Mistress theory, and Renson kind of goes, Hugh does have his theories. However, some other explanation. We would be more than happy, not only happy but thrilled to be able to fill White Turst. But the fact of the matter is that apparently the lake has just dried up this season, and we aren't catching anything. And we cannot provide them with that which we do not have.
Why was no notice sent?
I've been trying to deal with the problem down here, and I didn't want to tell them that they weren't going to be getting anything until I absolutely knew for sure that that was going to be the case.
Are we aware of this now?
I still don't think we should be giving up hope yet, but you may return and let them know of what's going on and that we are looking into the problem.
We've been looking into the problem for 3 months, if I recall correctly, from Father Jacob. That's 3 months of food and provisions that were not given that way. As a businessman, you should honor.
Well, good sir, first and foremost, I am not a businessman. I am a politician.
Ah, right. So you're shit. Got it.
My.
Well,
And with that,
my...
Noxus will just walk out.
Well,
excuse me, friend, but we'd like to help with the predicament. Yeah, I agree. We'd like to help with the predicament. Is there anything we can go off of to maybe speed things up to get the trading moving?
Well, I don't know. Are you experienced fisherman?
I've been a sailor for quite some time. Had to do some fishing myself,
and we're quite fine investigators.
Is this town not filled with experienced fishermen?
Indeed they are, which is why I was taken aback by the presumption that you think you could solve this problem so quickly, when we've been working on it for, as you had already stated, months now.
I'm saying we can solve it fast, I'm saying we can
not need fisherman's touch.
Your theory as to what causes the loss of fish details in what manner?
To be quite frank, we have been unable to determine the reason for the lack of fish. There are members of the who have their theories, but they are just that, unsubstantiated theories.
unsubstantiated theories backed up by what investigation?
That's the point of them being unsubstantiated.
So you have a lot of questions but no answers. We could narrow it down by investigating some of these so-called theories, and then narrowing it down will narrow our window to make a more surefire shot. To fix. Even a dead end is a good end instead of doing nothing.
Well, if you want to follow the rambling pool to a dangerous island in the center of a lake, that is entirely up to you. However, I would not recommend setting foot on the Moon Mistress's, and he rolls his eyes, island.
That sounds like a good starting point.
Yep.
Is there a map and straight directions that you can give us to this island?
It's in the center of the lake.
It's in the center of the lake. We've said that multiple times.
That's fine.
Just
clarifying.
Do you have a boating party? That's actually nobody's probably fishing because the lake's dry right now. So probably finding a captain would probably be quite easy, I assume.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask, what kind of missive do you have? Some sort of paperwork with you that shows that you're representatives of Father Jacob?
Did he give you some, Fike?
I kind of just put my holy symbol on the table. Yes.
Sorry?
The holy symbol.
Yeah, so you put that on the table.
Mm-hmm.
He looks down at it and says, "It's very nice. I don't know that trinket that someone could pick up at any temple of the Everlight proves that you're a representative from Whitestone."
Is that a trinket, do you think? What if I showed you something spectacular that it was designed specifically for the defense of that temple with the helps of Father Jacob and the Royal Guard, the Pale Guard, specifically for incursion? This is a prized possession of Father Jacob and would only hand it off to someone that he showed the utmost respect and care for on this mission. And I take it back, so I don't look very threatening with it, and I extend the hidden blade that's inside it, shooting it out.
So you said that was given to you by Father Jacob?
That's correct.
Make a deception check.
Where is it? There it is.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Fancy word.
He kind of looks you up and down and says, well, I happen to know that Father Jacob's holy symbol of Sarenrae is made of brass and not whatever material that steel that yours is made from. So I don't know who you are or why council has invited you into these chambers, but at this point I am expecting you are going to have to take yourselves out of here.
Before we leave, is there a place that we can procure a boat or buy a boat or rent a boat?
You, sir, are no longer welcome inside the Sunrise Lodge and can take yourselves wherever you like that is not here.
Listen,
I have no time for false representatives and charlatans.
Slower looks upset at Fike.
Listen, we are just trying to help. I'd like to just maybe procure a boat in a business type of way, add to your... make any type of... give you any type of money to help you out in this situation. I'm not asking for favors.
We
I'm
can't
just
assure thee
looking
that
to
we
help.
knowest not of this deception. And she looks over at Fike, but simply wish to be of aid to the city of Whitestone and the Toast Fields after they have been of aid to us.
Stop.
Erdan, you can make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Woo!
Still pretty good. Okay. So Renston kind of looks over to you, Erdan. His features soften slightly from this very stern sort of look. And he says, I cannot stop you from looking into this. However, I am not providing you with a boat. Should you seek such a thing, you can talk to Udu down at the docks.
Perfect. Thank you.
Now I will need you to please take your companions out.
Surely.
At that,
Thank you.
we're going to jump really quickly over to Noxus, who left, and shortly after, Seau followed after him. But first, Noxus, as you come out of those same doors that you came in from, there is a woman kind of standing off to the side listening, who was not expecting you to come out so quickly. She is a human, a human woman, probably in her mid-30s. Freckles all over her nose down to her cheeks, and with bright orange hair that's in a single large braid that kind of comes down over her right shoulder, with very pretty green eyes, and she's wearing all black. And she kind of looks up at you, sees you, and then just kind of looks down and says, "Oh, so terribly sorry. I was not meant to be eavesdropping." And she turns and starts to try and walk off.
Wait. No. What? It's fine.
She kind of stops and says, and turns around, looking down at the ground, and says, I'm terribly sorry. I'm not supposed to be eavesdropping on council business. Please, I apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for. It's okay. What do you know why everything's going on with the fish?
I surely don't. I'm just a simple housewife. I've never been on a fishing boat a day in my life. I was a housewife. I'm sorry. I should probably get going.
Was it your husband?
Was it my husband? What?
You said was. So I can only assume your husband was one of the fishermen.
He was.
And he's gone missing?
He's passed.
Sorry to hear that. I know what it's like to lose someone.
At this point, Seau, you come out and see Noxus about 20 feet off to the side, conversing with a woman.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just talking to somebody. I never got your name.
My name is Lasana.
Lasana, my name is Noxus, and I'll put my hand out.
She shakes your hand and says, the pleasure is mine. Again, I apologize. I'm sure you won't have to bring this up with Renston. I really should be going, though. And she turns around and starts to walk away towards the front door.
What was that about?
I don't know, but I feel like I have to follow, but not yet.
All right.
It was best that I left when I did. I don't like politicians. Never have, never will.
Stop.
No, I hear that. Sometimes they act a little shady.
Pompous. Numbers are more than people. He doesn't really care about the issue. He just cares about how he can benefit from it. How he can sit on his seat longer. I don't even know how politics work here. I don't even care.
Yeah, sounds a lot like my old captain. Cost a bunch of soldiers.
Well, I hope they made some headroom, because whatever we got to do, he's not going to help us regardless. Even if he did like us walking through, he probably won't help us.
So yeah, I think you might be muted, buddy.
Nope,
He was cutting in.
What do you think we should do?
I can barely hear him.
Yeah, I can barely hear him either.
What do you think we should do, man?
Oh, there we go.
I think we should let them do what they're going to do, and when they're done, there's something about that woman. I don't know what it is, but we have to talk to her more.
Okay. So what we do is we put a dagger in it, come back and deal with it, right?
What? No, we don't kill anybody. No, we wait for them to come out and then see where they got and tell them what I found and go from there. See if we can find her.
Yeah.
I feel like she has something that's important and she's afraid to talk. We gotta show her that it's okay to talk.
Yeah, something else might be going on here, just nobody's talking about it.
I agree. Only person who's talking sense is the one who doesn't have a leg. And everyone seems to think he's fucking crazy.
At that point, the rest of your party comes out of those double doors, and escorted by Ella, Hugh, and Renala, as Renston and Arena come out and turn the other way and go through some other doors into a room that you don't know about, or that you can't see into, is what I should say.
Once we're in earshot,
guys...
Katana's gonna look straight at Fike and be like, "Wherefore wouldst thou lie so brazenly?
I'm gonna
before they
leave, I want to thank them for their patience and
Okay. He just he's so done with you guys at this point. He gives you like a wave because you're like the one person who's been sort of like dealing in the right kind of decorum with him. But he's just like so done with you guys. He kind of like gives you a wave over his shoulder as he walks away.
Yep, I understand. Yep.
But yeah, Ella, Hugh, and Renala kind of like walk you over towards the front door, as you're saying this to. Before you say that, I don't know if you wanted to say that in front of them or not, Cortanus, but.
Probably once. Yeah, once everyone's out of earshot. That's right.
Okay, so they lead you over to the door. Ella and Renala and Hugh. Ella's like, I'm sorry, Renston. Again, you have to understand he's been through a lot recently. He can have a bit of a temper, as you can see. But if you could look into things, that would be extremely helpful. But we should probably go deal with him and make sure that he's, but here, and they lead you out and kind of take you out onto the front steps where you met them, and then kind of close the doors behind you.
Before they close the doors, can you give us directions to where we can obtain that boat?
They point southeast down the main street, and you can see a bunch of docks.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too, Ella says, and Renala says, yes, come back soon. You'll probably want to meet Renston. And Hugh says, yes, Renala, they'll come back. It's fine. And he kind of directs her.
If we find anything out, we'll come straight here.
Yes, he'll want to hear about it, Renston. As she kind of gets led inside, and Hugh turns back and says, I'm telling you, it's this moon mistress. She needs to be appeased. As he leads her back inside of close the doors. And that is when Cortanus turns to Fyke and says...
And reams him out. Politely.
I thought we were going to do this professionally.
We were doing this
as
professionally.
I wasn't in there, so I didn't hear him lie.
No, God forbid a political figure would be caring that we have people starving.
He just lost his brother.
Who gives a fuck if he lost his brother? We have two cities that don't have any provisions.
What else art thou lying about?
What is he gonna do? He doesn't know what the problem is. You just straight up think he's trying to do this to people.
Well,
he's trying to do this to people.
Wait.
Well, if he hasn't,
you lied. You lied to him.
Yes, I lied to him.
Oh, so you were speaking politician. Yeah, he did the right thing. That's how politicians talk to each other.
How do you know how politicians talk to each other? Are you a politician?
No, but I was.
Well, there you go. So that comment you made is solely generalized and ridiculous.
Hey, Mr. Holier Than Thou, shut the fuck up. I used to be somebody in Draconia, so I know what politicians do when they talk to each other. So fuck you.
Yeah, in Draconia, not here. It could be completely different.
Fucking language, asshole.
It could be completely different. You don't know how it is everywhere. You generalized it.
All right, Mr. Know-It-All. That's cool. And he'll walk away once again in some direction into like a tavern.
This is a person that you trusted to help you with this.
Yeah. I trust you all. Hey, Cortanus, do you want to know what I was lying about?
Obviously, the fact that thou didst not get anything from the father.
That's correct. That is correct. That's what I lied about.
Wherefore?
It's my first political mission. I did not, I thought maybe all the ambushes on the road was something that they were having problems with, and we fixed it on our way here. I didn't know that the lake would dry up and he would be so lackadaisical.
You know how we can get past this whole thing? We go and fix it. Let's go to the island, try to figure this out. I want to help these people too. So let's try to just fix this and go over his head.
Certainly fine with me.
I think I'm with him on that.
We need to just go over his head and fix it ourselves. That is exactly what I was trying to get to before everyone started being upset that he's a politician.
The others at least gave us the same courtesy, I suppose, of asking us to do it.
We've all forgotten that he is under a lot of stress and lost his brother. But we just immediately think he's a bad guy because things are happening.
Kratos cringes every time he mentions losing his brother.
Let's forget about that. We have something to do to help people now. Let's go help people.
All right.
I'm gonna head to wherever the fuck Noxus just went off to.
Okay. Noxus, you make your way down the street a little bit, and it's not a very this is not a very big town. Population is a little bit over 2,000 people. And you make your way down the street towards the docks a little bit, but on the way there's a slightly larger 2-story building on the right, in the same sort of Mediterranean style as the rest of the towns are. And there's a wooden bar. There's a wooden sign that hangs over the door, and it swings back and forth. It is what looks like a giant smiling fish that is sitting at sitting on a bar stool at a bar with a mug of ale in its fin. It's a very cartoony looking fish, and it says the Sandbar over the top of the picture. As you come inside, it's fairly busy for this early in the morning. There's a couple other people there. The place appears to be run by a family of halflings. There is a younger male and female halflings that are kind of going around setting up tables, putting out candles and lighting fireplace, getting the hearth going. There's a older male halfling behind the bar cleaning mugs, and as you look back into the kitchen, you can see there's an older female halfling lighting a stove and getting. And it looks like they're cleaning up after breakfast. There's everything has like a nautical theme to it. There's rope that runs around a lot of the stools and the bar. There's like a nautical bell that hangs over the bar. There's big there's like a ton of like plaques with like giant fish on them that have little dates underneath them. And as you come in, the younger female halfling walks up and says, "Hi, what you looking to get some food, or you need rooms, or welcome to the Sandbar."
It's nice to meet you. My name's Knox, and what's yours?
My name's Olivia. This here is the Sandbar. That's over there is my brother, Daniel. That over there behind the bar is my father, Cade. And back there in the kitchen, cleaning up, you can see that's my mama, Miria.
Well, it's nice to meet you, and you have a nice establishment. I actually, I would like to procure some rooms if that's not some trouble at all.
Well, certainly. How many rooms will you be needing?
I wanted to get rooms, all of us, so at least like 2, like a room for, so like 3 rooms.
We have 4 available, so 3 rooms. Very well.
2 people bunking together.
Indeed. Each room has its own 2 beds. So 3 rooms for how long?
Could we set something up? Because I feel like we're gonna be here for a while. We're doing some work for.
Well, I'll tell you what we can do. You can pay a week in advance, and I can give you a discount.
That sounds great. Could we also throw in some breakfasts and stuff like that, or meal plan? Okay,
it's
cool.
Included. The food and drink is included. Any drinks beyond 1 per meal, you have to pay for. But
that sounds great. How much
for the
would that
week
run us?
for 3 rooms and meals for I'm assuming 6 people with 3 rooms. That is going to be running you. Calculating.
Whoa, you turned all robot.
Gold pieces.
How many?
25 gold pieces.
Not a
Cover
problem.
room and board, and food and drink for the 6 of you for a week.
Not a problem. And I hand it to her out of my personal.
Okay. And she hands you 3 keys. At this point is when you come in behind him, Fike.
There was some information I wanted to ask you about as well, if you have a moment.
I need a drink, please.
Oh, yeah, this is one
Well,
of my
hello. Are you in your vestments, Fike?
Yes. I
Oh,
am.
well, hello, Father. The bar is over there.
Thank you.
And you go and sit down in front of a middle-aged halfling fellow with a fine chin beard. Got the full Abe Lincoln going. But instead of but has like a ruddy brown color to it. And he says, "What'll it be?"
Whiskey, please.
He pulls out whiskey and pours you whiskey. I'm assuming the rest of you guys followed after Fike.
Yeah, eventually the Kratos will look over
No,
to
I
Shango.
was going to retain that we go straight for the boat because we need to fix this.
If they're walking, then Kratos will look to Shango and just frown. They ran off and just be like, "Forgive me, my lord. I know not if I perhaps spoke out of turn."
No, you were in your rights.
Do you want to go find them first, or I think we should get right on this? People need food.
People are.
I can't pertain to tantrum tantrums. We need to fix this for the people.
Yes, people are in need. The ones in charge are not keeping their priorities.
Exactly.
As you know, the greatness comes with the responsible use of strength and power. So,
I tried to explain that, but I guess I was a little too brash with how I spoke to them.
Perhaps if we obtain this boat, we can return and find them, and they would have calmed down a bit.
Agreed.
All right. So you guys head off to the 4 of you head off to the docks.
Anyone got gold? Because mine was stolen.
Oh, I wonder who has all the gold. I wonder.